The year is wrapping up. Chances are high that you're gonna be releasing new music in 2023. And chances are also high that you're bloody confused still with how to release your music successfully. Because we are musicians, not marketers. And we are forced to become ones in order to cut through the super saturated field of modern music these days. I had a chance to release my music in 2022, the Overcoming project, with some successes and some mixed results as well. And I want to share with you what worked and what didn't for me. As well as I will highlight the worst and the most basic mistakes that many of you still do when dropping your new tracks. Let's do it. I'm Dr. Mark Chubetskov, the mad scientist of metal, and I'm here to bring valuable information on metal production. Like and subscribe to never miss it out, man. Let's go! I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet, on point. So, couple of do's and don'ts when releasing your new music. And the first one that comes to my mind of don't do is do not drop a link to your track with nothing else on release day on Facebook post and call it a day. Please don't do it. I'm begging you, please. And it feels so weird that I gotta talk about it, but I still see so many of you making this mistake. You spend so much resources recording, producing, songwriting. You've created an incredible piece of art only to shoot yourself in the foot by dropping it on a Facebook post. Because, again, it feels weird to talk about it, but I thought everyone knows about it, but apparently not. So, the bare basics. If you do drop a link on Facebook post, in the post itself, Facebook will restrict your reach. Because Facebook wants users to stay on Facebook and not travel elsewhere, which is YouTube, or which is Bandcamp, or which is Spotify link. Facebook wants you to stay on their platform. Therefore, the post will not show to many people. Your post will be unnoticed. Everyone will miss it. Instead, here's what to do when you have, say, limited budget, you got a track which you want to drop, and you want some result, okay? Create a story about it. Create a plan that covers at least 1 month prior to your release. You gotta prepare your audience. Start small. Start with teasers. Find what the message is, what the atmosphere is, and enhance it in your posts. This could be a quote from your lyrics, embedded on some graphics, maybe on your artwork. This could be a short 15-second teaser video. Even yourself playing the guitar, if you don't have a lyric video in line, that's okay. You can get creative and come up with anything that you think connects your music and your audience in a short and succinct form. Do use pre-saves. Yes, pre-saves are bullshit, I completely agree, but they still serve better than nothing. Finally, use link in comments. This is a simple way to still have a link to your track directed to the pre-save campaign and Facebook not restricting your reach, because comments are free from that restriction so far. Now that we've established a pre-save campaign strategy at least 1 month prior to your release, it starts to somehow make sense. The process makes more sense now. The second don't is do not rely on hope marketing, which is I'm just gonna drop the track and hope that my listeners will find it. Nah, it's just not gonna work. This is a recipe for failure. Instead, what to do? Have a marketing plan. Sounds like huh? We are becoming marketers, man. We gotta talk that language. You may be on budget, that's fine. But if you've spent some money recording the track, producing the track, mixing the track, mastering the track, making the video, you need to save up a little bit, at least a little bit, for marketing. If, say, you spend $1,000 on your track, save 10%, that's $100. It's incredibly low, but it's better than nothing. And create a simple campaign. You can just boost your Facebook post for $100 and direct your listeners to your Spotify on that post. That could be a short video suggesting that the track is out now. You spend $100, you get listeners. That's money well spent and well directed. And that will give much better results than zero. Even if it is $50, still much better than nothing. And so far, for some reason, I don't see people boosting their posts that often. You can do YouTube ads, you can do Facebook ads with Spotify in mind. These are all effective tools. You will get more experienced over time and you will get better results, but just start experimenting with that. Couple of extra ideas that work really well before releasing the track to get more traction. Post often, but don't post too often. I made this mistake. I posted in the leg of my release every day, and then what happens is Facebook restricts your reach on day 6 or 7. That's what happened. So I would suggest posting 3 times a week at least, and then adding stories all the time, as often as you can. Stories don't hurt and stories don't get reach restricted. Probably the most effective way is having your YouTube video and creating reels out of it by using 9:16 vertical format. Because reels, for the moment, have maximum impact and reach. Probably the most efficient way to reach people organically. And here's my final one. This is a bit more advanced, and this is for you that have a bit more budget. But consider sending your track to some magazines and outlets that can give you a feature, a premiere, a review. Yes, I agree, not many viewers consider those magazines crucial. Still, it's better than nothing. It gives you credibility. That credibility can lead you to some new contacts in the industry, some bigger shows. And sometimes people do notice those publications. So just find some magazines that you like and that you yourself, as a listener, enjoy. Hit them up. Maybe 1-2 months before the release, send them music. If they like it, you can score a deal to have a premiere, to have a feature, to have a publication, to have an interview done. And that's something that you can also post in your pre-release campaign. My last don't do is, again, do not drop a link on Facebook. Please don't do it. If you do it, you shoot yourself in the foot. I hope that this is helpful. I hope that these examples that I showed you were illustrative, and I hope that this makes a little bit more sense. This is a basic video. I'm more than happy to go deeper in my stats and suggest what was the best marketing avenue to execute, the most cost efficient, and what was the worst, and what were great premieres for me and what weren't. And for that, please leave a comment. Let's start a conversation. What are your struggles with releasing your music? What does make sense and what doesn't make sense from the highlighted information? I want to talk with you about that because I'm still learning here. But I feel like I know a little bit to share now. Until next time, take care, have some good holiday break, and let's rock in 2023.